Okay, audit required by petition of citizens. We need to approve a plan to pay for the audit.
Who has a plan?
Well, I've been thinking about this, and I know some of the people that are pushing for the audit and signed, and we're pushing papers for this, do not own property in town, so I do not feel that, the taxpayers should, if we have to assess properties, because I don't think we can take this out of the general fund. Is there enough revenue left over, Nancy?
Leftover? No.
I think every citizen in town should have to pay,
We
every
should
household,
Maybe go by, utility meters or
Mhm.
something?
water meters.
Water meters is the best, most fairest way because every customer has a water meter. Some have 2 electric meters, some have, you know, if you go off of
Okay.
other things, it gets complicated, but every household and business has a water meter.
If you assessed every house, this, or every water meter, a certain amount to pay for it would be an idea.
Based off of the state's quote, I looked today, we have about 140 water customers, 140 meters. Now that includes Sparky's and BJ's and Auburn Feed, and you guys have to decide if we're gonna assess it to our commercial customers as well. But there, with everybody, there's 140, and it comes out to just about $50 a customer.
Is that including the customer, or commercial, excuse me?
That includes the commercial, it wouldn't be
Okay,
about
what if
that.
somebody's a household and then a commercial too? So then are they gonna get charged $100?
Yeah.
That's a decision for you guys.
I don't think that's right either. We could just divide it out evenly, but then everybody has to pay more.
My personal opinion is this, that every town around here already has yearly audits, or not yearly, some every 2, some every 3, some every 5. It should be part of Auburn standard practice anyhow, and we should amend the budget.
But this
to do
isn't,
that.
this wasn't a planned audit
You're right.
by the city council, we didn't budget for that.
You're right, but we amend budgets for everything else, I think we can do it here too.
Well, the ice storm wasn't,
Plan either.
the ice
Right.
storm wasn't.
I'm
really
not
like
saying
that.
the amendment we did tonight, but we always have things changing, we always amend budgets.
Well, I guess-
I'm not in favor of that. I'm not in favor of having to pay for it either, but I'd rather make everybody pay for it than
just,
amend the budget.
It's, I mean, in my opinion, everything sitting up here already is their money anyhow. So
Well,
they
they're gonna
pay
have to
monthly.
Hey, they're gonna have to pay, we're gonna have to pay this, not just you, me, everybody's gonna have to pay this, the taxpayers,
They already do, this is their money sitting up here.
but we do not have the extra 60,000, how much is this?
60, well, if we take the state's bid, it's 67.25.
We do not have the extra 67.25.
67.50, I'm sorry.
We had it for raises.
That was not $67,000.
No,
That amounts to
$6,700.
$1,000.
6,700.
Hundred,
I'm sorry.
we're not talking thousand. $6,700.
Well, I guess that's,
We were able to give everybody raises, we were able to do everything else, but yet,
No, I'm not.
basically on the basis, it basically looks like you're just trying to punish people for wanting,
well, when I go to
Information.
Walmart and I want an audit on my, well, fuck, never mind. I just told that to myself.
I'll fight tooth and
Anybody-
nail on it due to the fact that all the money sitting up here right now is from our taxpayers and from our citizens. So, they've already paid for it, the money's here. We have reserves, we have plenty of other places we could take it from.
Do you realize that's part of the audit? You can't just take money out of some electric fund to pay for a city audit. Or, I mean, you can't take,
Well, you're gonna
Money
charge
out.
them for it, so how's it different from taking it from reserves as far as charging them for it? It's the same thing, you're robbing Peter to pay Paul,
no, you're
rob
not.
Peter a different way to pay Paul.
You're not robbing anything by charging people their just due.
You are discouraging them to have a voice.
I gotta pay this
100%.
just like everybody else,
I know.
Justin.
I know, I'm just saying, you guys are just trying to whip a few people
We're not
that
trying
sign
to
the
whip
audit, you are.
anybody.
You are, in your back of your mind, you are, and you have all along, when people have spoken out against anything.
Don't accuse me of something I haven't done.
Well, it's evident in the things that you say, so I won't accuse you of it.
I
I'll
can
just let
say
people
some
make
things
their own.
about you too, Justin, so
That's
let's
fine,
just
go right
drop it.
ahead.
No, I'm not gonna stoop to that low.
Okay.
Can I say one thing? Justin's proposal to take this out of our general budget would not be a bad idea if we had time to plan for it. We've committed to every department, our general fund budget, we've already made commitments to them for the next year. There isn't extra money to subtract from anywhere unless you're gonna go to those departments that are within the general fund and say, sorry, we're changing the amount of money you get to spend. Now, this would be different if we had time to plan for it, then I would support you, okay? And I'm just advising, okay, I'm not making a decision. But that money does have to come from somewhere. Reserves is an option if that's what this council chooses to do, but the better option is to cut the budget. And who are you gonna cut?
The library or the fire department.
You can't cut public safety. I mean, you can't, that's suicide. I mean, cutting public safety's,
But you could cut back the 10% increase you gave them this year.
Yeah, we could
okay,
do that.
then either way, they're gonna go over their budget, because we have certain items we have got to do every year regardless, in order to meet our FEMA requirements. We have to have certain things inspected and things like that. We're already getting, we have to do an air compressor inspection, we have $8.53 in our budget left this year, and it's gonna cost us $1,500. And it needs to be done by July 1.
It's like that with everybody, Jeff.
I mean, I'm just saying, it's,
Do you think
we're
that
already-
the library's already spent their, how much did we give them this year, extra?
3,000, including their computer.